CAMSYS MagicQ Tutorial 9 Advanced Effects. We start off with a simple CMY effect. We select a group, locate, add effects, select the colour category and then apply CMY. This produces a simple rainbow across all of our heads. We can change the speed by going to the X encoder and turning the encoder. Alternatively, we can go and change the crossfade by entering a new crossfade value. 0% will make it snap. A faster way to change the speed is to tap the time on the Y soft button. You can remove all the effects using the Remove Effects soft button. Both the CMY and the RGB effects use fixed attributes, but it's possible to select effects that work on any attribute. For example, we could choose ramp. We then select the attribute we want to use, like magenta, and this will add a magenta effect onto the output. We need to change the size to get full 100% size, and also we need to change the add type to be plus to get the full range of the magenta colour. So you can now see you've got the full range of the magenta on the output. We can modify the width, so the width of the magenta part is smaller, and we can also set the crossfade to 0% to get it to snap. With 6 heads, changing to about 16% will make one of the heads magenta at any one time. Now we're going to look at colour flick effects. For these effects you set a base colour and then add the colour flick on top. We're going to select red as the base colour, and then we add effect, choose colour category, and we're going to select the blue flick. We can set the speed using tap the time on button Y, and we can change the width so that one head is blue at a time. Instead of using a specific colour flick, such as blue flick, we can use colour flick to choose a colour from one of the palettes. We're going to choose the yellow palette. So now the yellow palette is flicking through on top of the red base. Colour flick effects is based on a colour palette, so any changes in the palette will automatically change the effect. MagicQ also has effects that work on 2 or more palettes. We're going to use the 2 colour effect, which uses 2 colour palettes. We add effect, select the colour category, and then select 2 colour. We then select the palettes. First we'll select red, and then we'll select green. So you've now got a red and green effect. This is shown in the Programmer View Effects window with the red and the green palette. You can click on them and change the palette. So we're going to replace green with blue. Changing the crossfade to 0% forces the effect to snap rather than fade. We also have 3 colour effects, so this will use 3 palettes. And we're going to select red, cyan and yellow. and you can see the effect is using the 3 palettes. Again, you can see the palettes in the programmer window. We're going to change the cyan palette and replace it with amber. Palette effect can play back on different head types, each head using its values from the palette. You can select multiple groups and add a palette effect so that it will play back on all the heads in all of the groups. Here we're going to select yellow and blue on the 2-colour effect, and you can see that yellow and blue is fading across all of the heads in the selection. The spread, parts and segments can be changed as normal. Here we set the spread to 0%. Effects can be used with more than one attribute type. We'll now use the 2-colour position effect, which uses 2 colour palettes containing both colour and position information. We clear the programmer, select the MagicQ and locate them. We've previously recorded 2 palettes, colour 11 up white and colour 12 down on vocals in blue. Now we add an effect, select colour and choose 2 colour position effect. We then select the 2 palettes up white and down vocals in blue, and then the effect automatically plays between those 2 palettes. So as the heads go up in the air, they're white. As they come down, they're blue. Spread, parts and segments can be set normally. We can also apply this 2-colour position effect to several groups of heads. So we're going to select 3 groups this time. And then locate and add the effect. Select the colour, 2 colour positions, select our 2 palettes. MagicQ gives us the option of using group-based effects or not. We choose no in this case, and you can see that the heads in all 3 groups are now performing the 2 colour position effect. Now we're going to use the 2 position dim effect. This uses 2 position palettes but also controls the intensity. For the first palette, intensity is at 0%, for the second it is at 100%. So we select 2 pos dim, select center, and we're going to select down as our 2 palettes. Each head performs the 2 pos color effect and normal spread, parts and segments apply. You can use tap to time on the soft button Y to speed it up, and the maximum speed will depend on how quickly your real fixtures move. The 2 pos dim effect can be applied to heads of different types from different groups. Here we select 4 groups, then add the 2 pos dim effect to 2 of the positions, and we choose not to use effects based on groups. So the 2 pos dim effect plays back on all the selected heads from the 4 groups, and note that MagicQ automatically adds in the 0% and 100%. Now we're going to apply the same 2 pos dim effect on 4 groups, but this time using group-based effects. When MagicQ asks whether we want to use group-based effects, we will select yes. So this time they're playing on the 4 groups in turn. Information is stored for each group, but not for the individual heads. You'll see that each of the heads within the group are doing exactly the same thing, and each group is offset by 25%. For group-based effect, there's a special group spread field in the Programmer View Effects window, and this is defaulting to groups. The other options are all chans and within group. If we change it to all chans, then the spread parts and segments operate on all the channels in the effect. So this is as if all of the heads were in the effect. When we set it to within group, then the spread parts and segments operate on each group independently, as if it was the only group in the effect. Within chans is particularly powerful when the groups have different numbers of heads in them. In this case we've got 4, 5, 6 and 7 heads in the different groups. Group-based effects can be used even when only one group is selected. Press the Add Group Effects soft button instead of Add Effects, and then select the two-colour and select your colours, and the spread parts and segments work normally as if the effects was based on individual heads. The advantage of group-based effects is that when you modify the heads in the group, the effects will automatically change to use the new heads within the group. For further info, please visit www.camsys.co.uk.